Installing a water loop. Align the triangular marks on the processor retainers with the triangular slots on the underside of the water loop cold plate, and then attach the processors to the underside of the water loop cold plate by inserting the processor retainer posts and clips into the openings on the cold plate. Push all the anti-tilt wire bales outwards to the unlocked position. Check the gap pads on the water loop and replace any that are damaged or missing. Replace the putty pads on the water loop. Fully unfasten the two captive thumb screws located at each end of the water loop carrier. Carefully position the water loop over the two guide pins near the rear of the node, and then gently lower it down and ensure it is seated firmly on the system board in the CPU node. Remove all the plastic grease covers from the underside of the water loop cold plates. If there is any old thermal grease on the four GPUs or the cold plates, gently clean them using an alcohol cleaning pad. Fully unfasten the two captive thumb screws located at each end of the water loop carrier. Unfold and install the other side of the water loop. Push the 8 anti-tilt wire bales outwards to the locked position. Use a torque screwdriver and follow the installation sequence shown on the cold plates label to fully fasten all the Torx T30 captive screws on the cold plates. Loosen the 31 Phillips No. 2 water loop carrier screws on the two nodes. One at a time, carefully lift the water loop carriers up and away from the water loop. Use a Torx screwdriver to fasten the water loop screws. 14 Torx T10 screws in the GPU node, 9 Torx T10 screws in the compute node. Fasten the screws to secure the quick connect. Install the VR clamp plate in the compute node and then fasten the Torx T10 screws to secure the VR clamp plate. Use your palm to push down the GPU cold plate to reduce the gap between the GPU cold plate and the GPU. Use the Torx screwdriver to push down on the screw so that it engages with the GPU. Follow the screw sequence specified on the GPU cold plate label and then fasten each screw for 720 degrees. Connect the cables in the tray. Install the following parts in the tray: cross braces, DIMM combs, DIMMs, M.2 backplane assembly, drive cage assemblies, PCIe riser assemblies. Install the tray cover. Install the tray into the enclosure.